All right. Can y'all hear me? We have a lot of deck reviews. I know I'm very behind, so we're gonna do them until all the paid tiers are done. It's not that many, but okay. We'll start with this one. This one's been here for a long time. One of our longtime patrons. It's Cloud and oh, cool. Yeah, hi. Uh, this Cloud. This hand is basically fine, right? Like on the low end of keepable. This is definitely keepable. The Cigar's Aid makes it very good. The Talisman's good. This is a fun card to add here. I love this card. Ultimate Magic Holy. Readout Lighting's good. This good. I mean, this is basically like the precon. The red makes this hand very keepable. Also, the Peaceful Paladin. This is a mole for sure. By like a Sun Home in here. Duelist Heritage, great card. I don't love Sunforger. I think it's too much. Still learning ins and out. Thank you. Yeah, there's like a lot to it. You know, we've added a lot of features. So you know, even I sometimes forget like what we have now. This one's a mole. This one's a mole. I don't know. I think like we cast Stoneforge, we hit a land, and then we're really good. We also have Forge Anew. This is like right on the edge of keepable. The problem is our commander's 5, so this deflecting spot's never happening. I guess we can cheat in the Cauldron. I'm like nuts. The Stoneforge is good. I think we can spike a land in like a couple turns. There you go. So yeah. This one's a mole for sure. Is it? It actually might be not because of the Stoneforge. If we rip like a good artifact and put it in, that's like turn 2, turn 3, put an artifact. Could be like something that draws cards or something. It's literally off the Stoneforge. It's not very good. But if we draw spells, it gets a lot better. We have acceleration, we have a thing. This one's a mole. I mean, so far, like this deck moles kind of well. I mean, their decks generally are pretty good. I think the Tybalt's trickery is like tough. I think the deflecting swat's also tough, but it makes sense. It's just because our commander costs 5. I mean, overall, this deck's like fine. This like kind of tough with their decks. I've reviewed quite a few now. We have to open the deck list. They're usually they only build Final Fantasy thematic Final Fantasy decks. That's kind of like a plussed up version of their commander. I guess what would I suggest here? This might be a bit of a cop out answer, but I say it a lot. I think Aether Spark can go. Is I think we need a bit more threats. Like if we look at mana value, I'm looking at the mid range here. We have Maria. It's kind of good. Yeah, I need to add the feature where I can look at the card. I know everyone asked for it. I have to do it. I have the code. It's just not hooked up to this thing. Is this what is this? I think that could go. This is a cool card. Yeah, I think the deck is really hinged on you casting your commander and stuff, which I generally don't like. I think adding a pivot here would be really good. Adding a pivot, mid-range pivot, look at that. Where 3 to 5 other creatures that can wear equipment well, perhaps a Danitha, etc. Your deck is really focused on casting Radiation in the early game and then resolving Cloud. And if Cloud goes, you're in a lot of trouble. Having pivot threats to suit up will give you a lot more room to not be dependent. Commander. Play more of a game. I would also cut some of the higher equipment. Probably just Aether Spark. Actually, I don't know. Would cut some of the inefficient removal spells like Stroke of Midnight. Can you show where is the mulligan feature? I got you in 1 second. I would cast some of the inefficient removal spells like Stroke of Midnight and fit in more threats. Boom. I mean, that deck was pretty good. All right, now you get to see like how bad the what is it? The Q is. All right. To look at what the mulligan feature looks like, we go into our deck and then we go Goldfish. That's not no wrong one, wrong feature. Wow, this looks really nice on dark mode. I usually look at this in the light mode. Where's test hands? Here we go. And then we just go new hand, new hand, new hand, new hand, new hand, draw, 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 new hand. Okay, that's how you do it. Okay, let's go here. Another one of their decks. Sid, all 15 Sids. This is, I've done so many Sid decks. And the problem with Sid, this is a mole. This is funny though. Creatures you control. Okay, so there's some kind of thing happening to Leyline. I'm gonna have to check what it's gonna do. We'll see what that means. Blessing of the Oracle. I haven't seen this. It's kind of cool. This is a mole rough. What is this? Mechan Assembler. Whenever another artifact created. Oh, that's neat. I kind of want that in Iron Man. Artifact creatures get +1 for each artificer. I kind of see where it's going. Kind of. We'll see. This is a great card. We're gonna have to keep this. This is a mole. Man, rough hands. This is a keep. This is a great hand. We go turn 1 Soul Ring into Goldmere, and then we Arcane Signet Talisman Terra. Ooh. What do they do? They pump. This is funny. Iron Spider. Can't keep this. Keep this. Can't keep this. Keep this. How many decks are in the queue? Oh, you don't want to know. It's actually not that bad. I think. So what's happened is, aside we had a lot of big features we had to push, and now, and now a lot of them are out. We have like a contest and all this stuff. I have time to do it. Before during the beta, like the really early beta, I opened deck reviews to the $3 tier and the $5 tier for everyone just to try the feature, and it just like slammed my queue. So now it's the 15 and 30. So I'm trying to get those out first so then I can work through the 3 and 5. In the future, I'm gonna try to just keep the 15-30 queue just like basically as low as possible, because everyone is a patron, but like they're paying a lot more than $3. So I just need to and it's also not accessible to them anymore. So I want to get it out and make sure that they get a timely one. Now that we're in like a better place. So let's take a look at this deck real quick. I'm beginning your ends to untap each other artifact. I mean, it's like a good artifact deck. I don't know why this always happens with Sid. Is that it never mulligans well. I don't know why. I've helped someone else with their Sid deck. We can try out our upgraded playtester. I mean, like, this is good, and do this and draw, and then play this. Nope, we play this. Man, wow, this playtester is so smooth. Cycle, draw, talisman, lamp, boom, 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 boom. Play this, and then your things have +1/+1 for each artificer you control. Each one, so +2/+2 to smack them for 2. And I guess we can mirror entity. draw. I mean, this is like really, really slow. And this was a very keepable hand. We fire this up, play this. We can animate it now. It's +3 on heroes. Oh, we could also turn everything a hero. All right, let's try another one. I'm not gonna do this for every deck. It's just this deck we just didn't get to see what happened. I mean, this is a surveil. I'm not even gonna bother with it. So the good thing about Sid decks is that you can, like, this is to me what like a peak Sid deck looks like. Is when you get to cycle a lot. So this turn, I think I'm gonna want to cycle 2, 1, 2, and then draw for turn. A little rough. We didn't hit that many things. We'll cycle again and draw. I mean, I kind of see what's happening. All right, I have an idea. So we're gonna go back over here. Okay. We need more threats. Sort of. This is hard to explain. Okay. This deck is really slow in general because the plan requires you to cycle Sid to grow your creatures, but you need a density of artifact creatures in play to reach that board. You have other creature type changers that cost quite a bit, like in the 4 mana value range, and what you really need to resolve first is that you can have a ton of artifact creatures in play first, and then turn Sids into kind of an instant speed and effect and filter your hand. That's what I would do. I think that's fair. I would first prioritize this part of the deck before doing anything else. Make it mulligan much better into early artifact start before layering additional synergies and tricks. All right. Oh. Wrong Atraxa. Why is it wrong Atraxa? Is it because Grand Unifier? Okay. I like this card. This card's really fun. Whenever an artifact or whenever Planeswalker enters, you add loyalty. And then you can move loyalties onto the Planeswalker. It's like a cool rock. I like when Wizards explore like a 3 rock like this. It's very unique. But we're mulligan this hand. So this is a Planeswalker deck, I presume. This is fun. Whenever another non-token creature enters proliferate, that's really strong. I haven't seen that before. This is a keep, I presume. We have 4 lands. This is curious. Oh, it's bracket 4. Oh, hold on. I have no idea this bracket 4. If that's the case, so bracket 4 is like really weird because I like review bracket 4 a lot more strict than I do any other bracket. So I'm gonna assume there's gonna be like some combos in this stuff. Like we're gonna doubling season this stuff. Beginning, turn, take 2 turns. Recursion, okay, counters, all the counter stuff. Protection, blink, interesting. And then here's our ramp package. Okay, here's our card draw. Here, what's our interaction look like? All right. This has to be bracket 4 low. Oh, this is an issue. This should not be bracket 4 mid. This is definitely like a low bracket one. I'm going to save this for myself later. I think this is like barely bracket 4, actually. The interaction is not very good. Like the quality is not very high. The lethality, I guess there's a lot of ways you could combo. We're gonna have to like check this list out later. Um, so here's kind of how all bracket 4 uh and reviews go. Bracket 4, I'm like extremely strict on kind of card quality because you're like, to me it's near CDH. When I play bracket 4 like online on like MTGO, it's basically CDH. Oh hi. Uh like people will like Chromox like turn 1 Mystic or like Ristic on turn 2. Like I've seen all that stuff. Like Wheel. So Force of Will, like all that stuff, like all the CH staples are in here, even if the win con is not CH. So when I review a deck like this in bracket 4, like the first kind of bar it has to clear is that it has to play into that type of meta game very well. And so far, this deck is not. This deck is like bracket 3. I don't know, maybe like they just have to switch this, and then like we're in a good spot. I mean, this is still an issue with my power scaler, so I need to check that out. Okay, if this is a bracket 4 deck, we have a lot to work on. We need a lot more efficient counter spells or stronger counter spells. Right, Force of Will, etc. Soul, Swan Song, etc. And our ramp needs to also include a lot more talismans and faster mana. We probably need Mystic, etc. Just to play into bracket 4 better. I don't really see how the Grand Unifier comes into this. To play the wrong tracks. If this is a bracket 3 deck, I think it's very fine. But as a bracket 4 deck, we really need to up the power. I'm saying it says low bracket 5 and there's no meta cards and I like gamble. If you're in the Discord, you know what? If you can find me somewhere online and send me that list, I can check it out. This is a mull. This one. I mean, I'm still gonna like go through the hand. This is like keepable in bracket 3 and not keepable in bracket 4. I think I made it clear in the comment here. So I'm gonna keep reviewing this as a 3 now. Lol. Huh. That's interesting. This finds a land, doesn't it? It does. Yeah, we'll keep this. I'm just gonna note real quick that hands I kept are based on the fact that if this was for bracket 4, I would probably not do any of this because it's a little slow. We're gonna start there. Let me read that comment real quick. Finn, all right. How do you submit your deck list? Well, you're gonna have to be a patron of the 15 or above tier, and then you submit your deck list, and then I have to work through the queue. That's how it's gonna work. There was a discussion about big spells not registering as free on some decks, and that was affecting power scaling. There was change to the power scaling in regards to big spells decks. So it actually ended up being correct on the power scaling kind of like result. It was incorrect in how it displayed to the user. So what I mean by that is like if we think about all ramp, right? Just like accessible to us in Commander. There's like one tier that's really good. Mana Vault, Grim Monolith, Basalt. Basalt's like kind of there. It's only a combo card. Chromox, Opal, Talisman, Soul Ring, like all those rocks, right? Like those are kind of like the good ones. And that's why the site puts them under fast mana, even the talismans, because you can tap them immediately to like add mana. Um, but the big mana decks will then often play stuff like Thran Dynamo or Worn Power Stone, and the card quality of those ram spells are like a little lower. And they're not bad cards, they're like very necessary. But what ends up happening is that you play these big mana cards and your average mana value deck is higher, and then you're compensating it by trying to speed up by playing higher mana value rocks, which then just like kind of fact of the matter makes your deck like a little worse from a quality perspective compared to like something like a little faster, right? There are exceptions to this. Like if you play like an Atali deck, obviously it's very good because your commander in the command zone's like really really strong. So all you do need is like like high mana value rituals and rocks to like get that out. But generally most decks are like it kind of evens out. Anyways, long answer for that. This is bracket 2. I love bracket 2. Okay, whenever a creature, I know this one, deals Deathtouch. This is a mean one. This is a very mean deck. I've never bothered to build this deck because it's like people hate uh infect or poison counters so much. Why is there a Hornet Queen? Oh my god, the insects have Deathtouch. That's funny. I mean, like this is just a good deck. This is gonna. I can tell this is like a good deck. I imagine. Okay, here's my guess here that what it needs is card draw. Because it's very efficient, I can tell. Skullwinder is a good card. I love that card. What is this? This one might be a cut because everything has Deathtouch already. You don't need more Deathtouch. This one, 1, 2. This is a great card. So this hand's like this hand requires us to hit a third land to be really good. I think we could draw a third land. If it's a first 7, I would take them all. Mull this one. This one's also a mull. Yeah, I'm gonna open the deck list real quick. Yeah, 8 card draw. I think we need a lot more. I think this is probably doing something closer to the 8x8 thing. This deck is very consistent on what it wants to do. Almost all your effects go in early and have Deathtouch. So I would heavily place more emphasis on card draw so you can easily dump your hand, then recuperate and continue casting spells. I like quality protection, pump spells. They're very efficient. I would look into cards that draw based on number of creatures you have, or hunters, insight, etc. What else do they have? What am I thinking of? Champion Lambhole will be nuts in here too. I would also play a Champion Hold to make all your creatures easily unblockable. Boop. Alright. See, we're almost done with the Kingmakers. Ulamog. Ulamog, the Defiler. When you cast a spell, target opponent exiles half their library rounded up. So there's a big mana deck. When it enters the battlefield with number greatest... Okay, I see. So this is just an Eldrazi deck, right? Just straight up Eldrazi deck. Let's just take a quick look at the lethality here. Not yet scored. Makes sense. Keys need to be louder. Yeah, I could do that. I can make it even louder. We're gonna mull this one. We're gonna... I mean, anything that like just gives us mana all day, we're gonna keep. Mull this one. Keep this. Definitely keep this one. We got an Urza's power plant here. Is a Tron deck. Mull this one. I like Quicksilver Amulet. It's classic. If it triggered, this is a fun card. I remember it's in the pre-con, I think. Conduit Pylons. Why this one? I guess it adds Colorless. Keep, we can find another land there. Doubling Cube. Oh, that's fun. It's like really old school Tron. Skittering Invasion. This is a Mull, though. Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? It is. Eternity Elevator. This is cool. I actually haven't seen this before. Thought Not Seer. This is a Mull. I think this deck needs more lands. 38. We're at the 38 count. Man, this was just not a bunch of good draws. How many decks? Oh, how many decks? Like, we're probably gonna go through 30 here today. All right, Chris. What are we doing here? We have a lot of ramp already though. Well, here's the thing. This isn't ramp. Oblivion Sower, like, this is ramp. This is not ramp. I would also consider Channeler not. It is ramp, but like it's like half. It's like a half a point of ramp because it's so slow. Like, this requires you to have 5 mana, which means it requires you to have a hand that has like probably 3 lands and 1 rock and rip a card. This is like asking for like a lot. Can you submit yours? Yeah, if you're a patron, you can submit and let me know, and then we could bang it out. Okay, so what is the recommendation here? I think we have to look at by creature type or card type. 29 creatures. This probably needs more lands. It might need like 40 lands, and then like we have to find ways to maybe add land cycling or like filtering so we can like filter it out, because all our hands are just getting beaten. Like, I'll goldfish here real quick. Like, all our hands are just not that good. I don't actually make that many colorless decks, so I can't give that good of feedback here. And this one's kind of fine. Yeah, I think you need more true rocks. Like, all these hands are not keepable. It's like all so slow. And then when we do have a hand where it's all mana, we don't have a way to like do a thing. Yeah. That's fair. We're gonna have to go up lands, up ramp. You definitely need more lands, which might be absurd because you have so many cards to hand in ramp. However, you also need a lot more lower mana value ramp, so you can accelerate faster and start playing stuff sooner. Because a lot of hands are being gummed up with 4 mana value plus spells or ramp that requires you to hit that mana threshold, which not a lot of hands are doing right now. I would build towards mulliganing to ramp better first, then start refining it where you can start filtering extra lands in hand, some card flow stuff. I don't know if that is colorless. With colorless land cycling is probably appreciated. Ciao. Yeah, that's the problem. So like, basically the cantrip stuff is tagged under draw in Scryfall, like through their O tags. So like philosophically, it's just like it's just easier just to like pull it in over there and let the user deal with it afterwards. Um, this is a bracket 3 Ryel. Oh, I forgot to do the other one. Oh well, let's do this one. Ryel is tough. This is gonna be Ryel's tough because it's a good deck. Oh, I love Tablet Discovery, the Library of Lang. This is gonna be good. I can tell. Circular Logic, that's hot. Omen of the Seas, so sick. I mean, we can cycle. No, it's madness. If we rip one land, this hand is awesome. We have 1 draw, 2 draw, 3 draw to see a red land. And if we... Oh, we also have a cycler here. So we have 4 turns essentially to rip a red. And once we rip one, we're good. I think this is a keep. Flashback is cool. Locust, Firestorm is really funny. This one's not a keep. What is this? I'm sure there's something to do with this here. I'm curious. Discard. Oh, I see. So you pump this, then you throw a trident. That's really funny. That's really, really funny. Yeah, monument. What does this do? Faithful deal number. Discard and draw. I mean, that's sick. This is a good hand. Yeah. I wonder if this has an artist talent. If this has an artist talent, this deck will be awesome. We got lands, rocks, ramp, all good. This is Signet. Yeah, it's good. I really like the Locust God here. Oh, Gale, that's fire. Oh my god, there's an Inti in here too. We have things to do. So this kind of sucks because I was gonna go to my default when I don't know what to say. Is like, oh, we're gonna have to find mid-range cards. That's not true. It's not default, but this deck has it, so that's one option out. Is it Lessons in Commander? Yeah, basically, right? Is there an artist talent? Okay, there we go. We found one thing to say. Add the artist talent. This deck's really sick. Our first sick deck in a while. This is cool too. This card. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I'm thinking of something else. I wonder. I don't know if it's too much of a pivot because when I see Balmor, I feel like I want to see like a third path, like the third path iconoclast. I think. I do have something to add to this deck. This deck's very good though. I'm very happy with it. Oh, thank you. Okay. Add artist talent. This deck is very good. I love the fact that there's a pivot. There are ways to beat down the table with your discard triggers via Locust God, etc., or enabling prowess with Balmor. That's very good. I think your deck has a bit too much top-end spells like Chandra's Ignition. That while does combo. Does Ryel pump herself? Oh my gosh, she does. Maybe not this then. Maybe not Chandra's Ignition, but top-end spells that might make your hand a tad clunky and aim towards having majority 3 mana value spells. Just let me check this real quick to make sure I'm not talking out of turn here. 1, 5, 7. Yeah, I think you could trim like. You could probably trim. That's a land. That's a land. The loot's very good. Maybe Brawl and Shabraz. Or the Fateful Showdown. Probably trim 1 or 2 cards from the 4+ mana value range. But overall, great deck. Okay. We have 6 more Kingmaker ones, and then we can move to the Brewer tier. Woo! Alright, here's another deck by creative name. Do we just have a different understanding of bracket 4? I think so. Is scored? It's not power scored. Okay. Let me check the card types. We need more rocks. We need chrome rocks. We have rituals. We have a vamp tutor. How many game changers are in here? Oh, there's also a Protean Hulk. It's kind of funny. Zurin Orb, Living Death, Necromancy. Is there Reanimate in here? There is. Tortured Existence. I mean, Gifts Ungiven. Life from the Low. I mean, so far, it seems fine. This is fun. I like the Uro. So we have 1, 2, 3 game changers. I think they mistagged their deck to bracket 4 because we only have 3 game changers. So I'm going to assume that. I'm going to assume this is bracket 3 because there's only 3 game changers. All right, if we're going to review this deck as such, then if not, the review for your other deck applies to this one as well. If I'm such a good deck builder, why am I not a world champion? I don't know. I just suck at Magic. That's how it goes. I did play 2 RCs though. Don't ask me what my record at the RCs, but I did play 2 of them. Okay, let's see this. This hand. This is a Tasigur. Look, you guys all like my mechanical keyboard, alright? This is fine, I guess. Like a bracket 3, it's fine. You have a 6 Aftermath Analyst. 2 great cards. We'll keep this. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I actually point the mic at the thing. Wait, is it 4? Muse gives Vamp and Demonic Tutor? Wait a second, is it 4? My system needs to show the number of game changers. It does it for you, but doesn't do it for like others. Okay. Card type. Right, look for the purple. 1, 2. Oh, I see the Seaborn Muse. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Okay. Time to like destroy them, I guess. All right. Well, this one's a mall for sure. This is a mall. I just feel like super mean when I do this. I'll figure out how to write it. It just needs a lot more mana acceleration. A lot of the good cards are here. Like this is kind of neat. The fact that you place the DC is like kind of fun. This is fun. Like I don't know if you play this in bracket 3, this deck is sick. You play in bracket 4, we have a lot of work to do. Consider's interesting. This is good here. Bushwhack is fine. Did I keep this? I did. I'll keep it. So EDH rec, the top cards here in high. I mean, if you're gonna do this, I would keep the core of how you want to win. Like, if we look at the deck list, there's like a Shuffler, there's a Protean Hulk, there's a Lumra. Like, you can play the Tival, you can play the Sin on CDC. I think you should in a deck like this for bracket 4. I think that's fun, but you just need more efficient. Well, if you're a patron and you submit the deck, I'll do it. Okay, over here. Let's see. You don't actually think I stole your Iron Man deck, right? Because that'd be nuts. This is like the closest we've gotten to like a good hand in bracket 4. This one's all right. I'm going to, what is this? Put 2 Eon counters and mill? Oh, that's really fun. Wait. Draw a card. If you would draw a card, no card, insert return a card from your graveyard. Oh, that's really fun. That's really cool. Okay. I have an idea. Okay, cool. Insidious Roots is the worst card ever because it's too much gas but too much token. Yeah, kind of. I love Insidious Roots. It's really fun. It's just, you know, modern Magic is just like a lot of parts, a lot of bits. Okay. I do want to be more productive with this review because I think they got the same review on the other deck. So for this one, there's also Remora. Why is it not saying Game Changer? Oh, it's not. Remora's not a Game Changer. I forgot. There's also Insidious Roots. All right. This one we're gonna need like an essay. Let me think about how to write this one. We need more ramp. We need more interaction. First of all, okay. Same notes as the other bracket or deck. We need a lot more high quality ramp and interaction to play into the bracket well. I would identify what your core play patterns are by getting Sin. What is it? Tival, etc. in play. Or playing CC or Lumbra Aftermath Analyst stuff, and then try to curate the deck to execute that faster. It's a reanimator, right? We saw reanimator cards. Recursion, yeah. Reanimator. I highly recommend playing 2 mana value looters to give you more card flow and have a discard outlet command. We have a deck and we modify. I get the modified version. It's always gonna be the live one. I highly recommend playing command. There's like the Hulk thing too. I think if you just make it faster, it's good. What did we used to do in Tasigur to get the self-mill going? I forgot how Golden Control, old school CDH, used to mill itself. I would also look into how CDH Tasigur decks. Oh, I think I remember. It was Sacrifice. We cheated it with Sacrifice. We'll figure it out. Oh no, of course there was Jewel Lotus. We'll look at CDH Tasigur decks. So far, a lot of the hands we got are very fair in bracket 3, but not that efficient in bracket 4. So being able to power out a Tasigur as a backup plan or a pivot is really strong as well. We probably need training grounds and what's it called? Biomancer's Familiar if we have Seaboard Muse to go with Tasigur. Alright. They can find me on the Discord because we have lots to talk about. Here we go. Another. Wait a second. Is there another Tasigur deck by them? Alright. I'm going to do this one. Savai Mardu Mutate Snapdax. Okay. Whenever this creature mutates, it deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. Whenever this creature mutates. Okay. We play it, mutate something on top. Oh boy, it's a mutate deck. Skrelv? So mutate is how much from this guy? It's 6 or it's 5. Whenever this creature mutates. Oh, it's a bigger lightning helix and gives a double strike. Got it. Well, this hand's like fine. It's a little slow. Shooting Harvester. Look, it's a mutate deck. This is really slow. This saved off the Soul Ring. Curious what the Entombs for. When it enters... Oh, Indestructible. That's fun. That's really fun. Deals combat extra play. You draw a card and you lose 1 life. Whenever it's dealt damage. Oh, that's sick. Actually, this card is super sick. I've never seen that before. Or I have and totally forgot. What is this? Everquill Phoenix. Mutate. When this creature mutates, create a red artifact named Feather and sacrifice Feather. Huh. That's interesting. Distant Tomb. I mean, we could play this a little faster and then we mutate on. There's a plan. There's a bit of a plan here. Crystalline Giant. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose it. Okay. I mean, it's ramp. Deathtouch. So there's some kind of graveyard stuff happening here. We're gonna take a look at the deck in a second. Golem of... Oh, because it gave it Skulk. Oh, that's really fun. The Golem plus the Snapdax is really good. I love Oversoul Cemetery, but not for probably the reasons you think. We are really incentivized to go to 4 or 5 mana. So we can't keep this hand. Unfortunately. Dark Ritual. Tapped unless your opponents control 8 or more lands. This is not a keep. The Liger. That's fun. That's really funny. That's a mull too. Gamble, Soul Ring, Vashta, Narada, Indestructible Shadow. Oh, that's really fun too. That's a fun deck. All right, let's take a look at the deck list. Bracket 3, mutate pile for value, swinging for fat chunks of damage. Super fat. We have not, we need to up this ramp. We need to play a lot more ramp. I would probably go like 12-12 here, or like 13-13, and not count the lands. Interaction. The Deathtouch is really weird. I don't dislike it. It's just like not what I expected. We could probably trim the land base. You can probably trim 2 lands there. The D-Tutor, I'd rather you just not play D-Tutor and gamble and play like some other game changer. I guess D-Tutor is the best one in black. I mean, the best game changer you should be playing is just a 1 ring. If you can play the 1 ring, you play the 1 ring. Which is kind of a problem, but you know. I personally cannot ban cards by myself. So that's like another input. Okay, so what are we going to say about this deck? What is the draw situation? Wait a second. Why is there an ad nauseum? Hold on. Why is there? Did we just not notice that ad nauseum? Okay. All right, this is going to be pretty easy. Boop, boop. Let's take a look at the land situation real quick. Do you have the color fixers? 4, 7. I think we need the filter lands. We don't have the filter lands. Okay, cool. Color fixing. This deck is really fun. There's a lot of different targets. And a lot of fun features to put on top of it. However, the plans are very mana intensive, so I treat their deck more like it's a 4/5 mana value plus average deck. Thus, I would go up on ramp to like 13 or 14 with all the 2-color talismans. The other main issue is as a 3-color deck, the color fixing is a little difficult, so the talismans will help with that. But also, I recommend playing the filter lands to get access to more colors. Let's see quickly. This is not accessible. That needs to be fixed. So what is it? Okay, I turn intelligence mode on, and I can see my. I don't even know how to use my own website template. Here we go. We have 34% white, 34% black, 27%. Wait a second. This is correct. We are majority black and then secondary Boros. If that's the case, okay. Because we have majority black pip spells, I would play the Rakdos, and Orzhov filters because we need to fetch black more heavily than we do the other colors. I would also play replace Adnos with. Wait, let's be a little funny. Place the very hopeful Adnos with something as simple as a black market. Is it black market? Is that what it's called? Or is it called illegal market? I think it's black market. Or unholy annex to continuously draw cards. Is there any recursion in this thing? There is. There's the Hada. And there's also disentombment stuff. There's a Dawn's Truce. There's actually plenty of protection. So that part they're fine on. So I think we're good here with Chow. 3 more. All right, I actually know this person is Chance. Wait, Chance submitted this a day? I'm not going to do this today. I'm going to do this tomorrow. You can wait. All right, let's go to the 50 days old brewers. Very sorry about these. All right, let's go. I promise it won't be this long after this push. Okay. Cheese King. I reviewed this dude quite a few times. Jin Sakai goes of okay. Whenever deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card. Cool. Whenever a creature you control attacks a player, if it's attacking that player, just choose one. Wait. If another creature attacking that player, I can't actually read that. It's kind of a problem. Let me see if I can open this up and see it. Great website. Well done. Whenever a creature you control attacks, if another attacking player, you gain double strike and then it can't be blocked. Thank you. Okay, so to be fair, let's take a look at their deck real quick. Because this does say bracket 4, and you know what I'm like when it's bracket 4? I'm really, really mean. And this deck is not bracket 4. A bracket 4 Voltron deck that has a mid-range secondary plan if they care about it has some infect energy to kill the opponent when they don't expect it. Well, if this is a bracket 3 deck, perfect deck. Like, you know, no notes. Maybe some notes if I kept through it. But again, because it's bracket 4, oh, time to shred them. Well, actually, this might be able to do the job. Let's see. Mantle the Ancients. Ethereal Haze. That's fun. Prevent all damage that be dealt by creatures this turn. You know what's really fun? Jin could get double strike and then hit someone, and after damage is applied, you play Ethereal Haze to blank out the rest. I guess Fog will do that too, but it's a funny idea. This is a counter spell. And then this card's really cool. I really want one. When we attack target Deathtouch, whenever we do great card. Great card with this commander. Slow hand. Commander of Ward 2. That's actually pretty sick. This hand is keepable. We have interaction, we have this, we have that, and we can go into play on commander. Won't be very good, but you know, it has interaction. This is a mill. If it has acceleration, if it had one talisman, would have been an instant keep. Timna, sick. I love the slasher. Love slasher. This is actually real. If this had a black, it would have been really good. And it might be keepable based off of that. Shadow Spear. I should add a script that just like ununiverse beyonds like these prints to the original, so I know what the card is. This hand, I mean, it's fine. Like, yo, this is a fun card. Actually, I should add this to Iron Man. The one I stole. I'm gonna mull this just because Ang's here. That's a joke. The hand wasn't good. We'll keep this. Voice of Victory, but Talisman. It's good. We accelerate, do the thing. We're gonna mull this. Super State. This is not bracket 4, but I love this card. I don't really like cards like these. Like, I think Sonic's a little silly, even though I like Marvel. But I like the idea that you can make a card Super State. Like, I think that's really funny. So I do like these kind of cards. I guess it's keepable. We have a Stone Forge. We have an Arcane Denial. We rip a land. We probably will in the next 2 turns. That's good. This is keepable off the Stone Forge. I mean, this deck is like, because it does have a proactive plan, it's not as egregious as the other bracket 4 decks we've seen. I think it just needs more ramp, to be honest. The interaction package, or it seemed generally fine. Does that Swan Song? It does. It generally like looks fine. All these cards look really good. So it really is just ramp. Like, play more ramp. And if you're in bracket 4, just like force some more like studies and stuff. And cut some of the clunky bigger stuff. Like Super Saiyan's really fun, but I think it's really hard to resolve in bracket 4. So we'll say that. Right? That's everything? Yeah. I would add more acceleration so we can faster. Overall, most of our proactive and quite fair. In bracket 4, there's a lot more leeway for things to be unfair. Thus, we want to be able to play as much of our handout as possible to start recouping cards, especially because our commander draws cards, right? It does not. It does. It deals. It can rip too. Do you think it's possible in the future to be able to add cards that function as card draw tutors? Yes. Yes. I need to like figure that part out a little bit better. Right now it's using O tags. But I think users should be able to adjust it. Like, my fear is that users who are able to adjust it will then try and cheat the number. But I think to be completely like face up, anything that's not lethality contributes like so little to the score. Not that it's like nothing, but it's so much less than lethality that you trying to cheat the score actually won't matter that much. So I think it's better for the user to feel like they have a better, like a more accurate view of kind of like, or the scorer has a better view of what the mental model the user is. Long story short. Okay. Start recouping cards because we got our commander into cards. I would cut some of the heavier payoffs, like Mantle of the Ancients, or Super State, and overall reduce, and overall the deck more efficient. Have a lot of other great pivot threats like Fiend, etc. that would enable essentially a Delver like playstyle of attacking, drawing cards, and interacting. Is there Cigardus? There is. We have also Cloud, so I think that's good. Bloop. Codus. Let's just see. We'll see afterwards how many decks there are. Big fan of the website, but I think under it's some decks that place weird cards specifically function as card draw. Yeah, the function right now is like 80% good, I think. Like even in the stream here, we found some decks I'm like, that's not bracket 4, and it's like bracket 4 mid. So I think I need to retune that a lot more. The overall I think is good enough where I need to just do this part, the reviews. And I need to do the thing. Yeah, the thing probably is that you're not on the brewer list, so I will get to that like right now. Just like give me your username and I will do it. Okay. Codus. Basically I got if you weren't part of the beginning of the stream, I got overwhelmed by all the early like beta reviews from like the $3, $5 tier that I just can't get to the other ones. So I need to get through the other ones first and come back and work through that backlog. Okay, Codus. I know what Codus does. Thank you. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, exile top X cards of their library. When X amount of damage, yep. I made this deck before. You may cast any number of spells. This deck's really mean. Exile top 8 or X amount of, yeah. So you pump this guy, then you play any number of them with X or less. Yeah. Oh, weird. Okay, I know why. There's another bug where if you upgraded since you submitted, it doesn't show up. Or I can just scroll this list. Anyways, we'll find it. Don't worry, we'll find it. We will find it. Okay, equip creature gets +1/+0. That's a great card. I have this in my deck. This is curious. This is bracket 3. I think it's fine. What is this? +2/+1. That's a cool card. That's very cool. Are we keeping this? Are we keeping this? It's got lands and spells. If we fade the black here, it's not. You know what? Let's mull it. It's like also awkward. You have to like turn 2, play the wild growth on the thing after tapping it down. No, don't worry, we'll figure it out. Flow state's sick. That's good. Mayo Nephilim, I played that. Amphibian Downpour. Why do we play this? As like destruction. This is curious. We'll mulligan this. It's slow. Stubby D. Yeah. I would not mutate in this deck. If you mutate on your Banana Man, the Banana Man insta dies. The Banana is always going to insta die anyways. This is a great hand. Mulligan. Hunter's Insight. That's good. Here. Command Tower, 3 mana. Demonic Embrace is good. All this is good. We're going to keep this. Bio. This is like adds an extra counter. This is a great hand. This one is less great. Oh, we have Flow State to fix our thing. Does this give hexproof? It does not give hexproof. I would question this one. This one gives hex. This is a beating. A little slow, but we'll keep it. Muddle, I think, is hard to cast in this deck. Mulligan. This deck needs more black. Keep. Let's take a look at the deck. A Voltron build that buffs the commander with evasion, pump, stealing cards with the since you can't predict what you steal. Storm gives the deck a consistent waiting con. Storm? What storm? Storm. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Ah. Interesting. How much ramp do we have? 12. I would not play this one. Do we have Arcane Signet? We do. We don't have Felwar Stone. I mean, these are fine. I'll probably cut the Planar Genesis. I'll probably cut Demonic Embrace. And then the... Oh, I see. We're using it for Trample. Why don't we play Rancor? Rancor is much better. Well, maybe they want to play Mutate. Okay, I know what we're doing. Okay. We need color fixing for sure. I'm just gonna write this. Okay. Let's write this. I would, in general, Codis is going to eat a lot of threat as soon as you cast him. So the more mana we invest into Codis that doesn't equate to him having hexproof, the more exposed we are to being absolutely blown out by removal. For that, I would advise against things like Mutate, some of the higher mana value auras that would really suck. I think more of a higher value mana auras. The Storm pivot is interesting. I like the deck offers multiple lands. I would cut some of the auras and mutate cards and spend those to try to smooth out these two lands a bit better. Maybe add more filtering cards like looters, etc., so you can dig for the plan you want. Your mana bit. Well, if you're subscribed and submit it, then I can take a look. I would also consider a third plan of leaning back into a more controlling posture because your Storm win cons are high mana value. So you ramping, playing to the long game fits that plan very well. Alright, I think that's a good review. Oh, we have a cat. Come here. Come here. You're gonna sit under that while I do reviews. Time for a break? No. YouTube, don't you know the title? It says a review till I die. Okay, we're gonna find this deck. It is Orifex. Is it this one? Is it the Phoenix deck? Well, let's take a look at this list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Oh, okay, we're like probably like 60 decks. Okay, I'm going to review this deck because there's only one of your decks here. No, there's actually quite a few of your decks. I think this was the longest one. Blintron is oldest. All right, we'll get through that. Phoenix, Christopher. Let's take a look at the living. Timmy Mill. All right. What is this card? That's so funny, dog. It mills based on toughness, right? That's so funny. This is an 08 Octopus. Well, are we doing viewers? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to get through all of them. So if your thing's in the queue, I'd do it. We'll get it reviewed tonight. All right, I'll do one of Orifex's decks, and then I'll swap to someone else. See, we're at bracket 4. Oh god. Okay, this is gonna be the first bracket 4 deck that like I don't absolutely trash. It looks like it. It certainly looks like it. We have Mox Diamond, Chromox. We have Dark Ritual. We have Necro, Ristic. Yeah, okay. We're in bracket 4. We're in the right spot. Okay, so what is Thought Collapse? That's interesting. That's really funny. This is commitment to the bit. We're looking at a turn. You know what's really, really funny is you actually don't want to play the diamond here because you want the landfall for Ruin. All right, we're keeping this. No more jokes. Bossing say. Oh my god, that's a mill 30. Is there a way we could? No, it has to be a creature of toughness. What does Phoenix say? I wish there was a way you could give it haste. That'd be so funny. Or like, oh, if there's a way you could turn all creatures into Bossing Say and not die, that would be hilarious. We're gonna cut this though for the artist. Just kidding. But not really. This hand is a. You know what? I think bracket 4 playing Study on 3 is fine. This is a mull for sure. Unstoppable Plan. Oh my god, that's great here. This is curious. This is a great card. What does this do? The beginning becomes a copy of. There we go. This becomes a Bossing Say. That's funny. Turn 2 tutor. I think it's fine. Intruder Alarm is great here. Does Phoenix? If you wouldn't mind doing one of the pool submitted decks. All right, so like just we'll figure out a way. Let me get through this one first. We have acceleration. I think we might need some interaction. Oh my god, it's mill 17. Does it say each? It does. There's a Con Sphinx. Is there a reanimation kind of like pivot here? This is all mill. I think. Oh, there is a little bit. There's one reanimate. The Breach the Multiverse is like a little tough. I think that'd be hard to resolve. Yorith. I think these cards are too cute. It's really funny, but it's a little slow. I would probably cut this. Mulligan this. 3 mana when you commit a crime. That's really funny. That's really, really funny. That's really great too. If you miss a rock here, like you die. Okay, how many do we get? We get 4 out of 10 hands. Okay. If you have a deck you want me to look at that's in the queue, you also have to let me know what your username is. If it isn't the same thing as your YouTube account, or there's like a specific commander. All right. So what is the review here? I think the main issue is our acceleration. Right. We have Talisman. We don't have Felwar Stone. We don't have What else we don't have? We don't have Mindstone. We don't have to play Mindstone. I think Necro might be hard to cast in this deck. What is this? At the beginning of combat, add a +1/+1. Then you draw X and lose X. I'd probably cut this too. Okay. I got it. Okay. I think this deck. Can I just say it out loud? We remember. No, I'll just type this so you don't forget. Has a lot of the bones to be really good in bracket 4. It has a lot of really funny stuff to execute with Phoenix. But there's a lot of also really clunky cards that makes this deck hard to accelerate. With stuff like Thought Collapse and 4+ mana permanents that don't exactly I think this is easier to say, 2 mid-range or bracket 4. Your goal is to play big booty cards and mill out the table, and there's a lot of the base there. I like the reanimation pivot here with Consecrated Sphinx, etc. plus reanimate. It layers well with the milling, but try to get this to mulligan more consistently to have fast mana rocks, start milling, replenishing hand, and controlling the table or offering threat. I think that will be my review here. Okay, cool. All power green. That's the one. Found it. Okay. It's like OG Omnath, right? Omnizy. You don't lose that, and then I guess +1/+1 for each unspent mana. Okay. Let's open deck list. Make Omnath big using unspent mana, then cast flashy spells to take the victory. This is a rebuild my first commander deck I've made after playing a year more of Magic. Well, welcome to playing more or is it like, yeah, I think just like welcome to playing Magic for more than a year. Yeah, it looks like a B3 deck. If it was if your deck was placed in bracket 3, I think a lot of the comments don't apply. If you want to make it bracket 4, I will have to trim, like I would trim some of the fun stuff and just really try and like refine it a bit, so that your stuff's more powerful. Like the mill stuff, like I would not. I think bracket 4 to me is figuring out how to balance like really powerful cards with doing something really fun that's like not CDH, right? Because that's the only thing that's holding you back from playing CDH. I don't think the format's CDH light. I think the format is like, I have CDH interaction and ramp. What's the dumb thing I can do quickly and fun? That's how I would approach bracket 4, or that's how I view bracket 4. There's actually an article I need to read that someone wrote yesterday that kind of outlines what they think the difference is between 4 and 5. So I'm curious what they're going to say. Okay, so this deck is what? It's just like mono green, good stuff, I guess. I love Avatar Might. It's so sick. If an opponent controls 4 more, yeah, it's so good, dude. Eldamri, this is one of my favorite cards. This card I always try to play in Rogfast to cheat in like really big creatures, because the fact that you put a thing into play just beats all counter spells. I put a bracket 2 devils in the queue last month. Which one interests first? It's up to you. I'm gonna pick one because like a bunch of people in the queue now from the viewer thing, so I want to make sure everyone kind of gets one. UIO WinCon. I'll do that one next. Okay, we're gonna mull this one. is slow. Omnath is 3. Virtue. This is a great card. Windstorm. Interesting. Back at 3. Okay, that's fine. No elemental blast. Interesting. It just so happens to be castable off the Witch's Clinic. I was just about to think like, huh, how easy is that to play? This one, we go turn 2 and then into 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Before we rip a land and play the Horn Frostfang, it's like a bear keep. This there's a 1 ring in here. It makes sense, bracket 3. This is why I think the 1 ring should just be banned. I think like the 1 ring is the absolute best like game changer like possible. Like to me, the 1 ring is like, I don't know, 1 class or 2 above like literally everything else. Like I'll pull up the game changer list and I think like the 1 ring is just that much better than literally everything in like bracket 3 and 4. So like I don't know. It's like if you're in bracket 3, you're just kind of like shooting yourself in the foot by not playing the 1 ring. But I think the 1 ring is extremely boring, so like I would not play it myself. But that's the problem with the 1 ring. I guess it's like thematic, right? You're resisting the temptation of Sauron, and the 1 ring, and making that funny face when Frodo puts on the ring. All right, enough jokes. This is a fine hand. We're always gonna keep a hand. Moss Diamond, yeah. People don't like playing diamonds. I like playing diamonds. There's not that many rocks that give you colored sources by itself. It comes to play tapped, that's fine. It's just solid. I know you're doing other decks, but I will be seeing one of my decks that you cute. Everyone's it. Yeah, I will. I think there's 3. I do like Witch's Clinic. It's a good way to like stay alive. And staying alive is like very, very underrated in Commander. Like killing other people, very good. You need ways to gain life. This is a keep. I do know what I'm probably gonna say for this deck list. It's generally fine. I love this is a great card. Albra Caretaker. I played this in an old deck called Wild Pile that had a Winota, and you can flip into an Albra Caretaker. This card I've seen before. This is fine. This is also fine. Calming Verse. A lot of enchantment hate. I think, yeah, we're gonna keep any hand that can play the 1 ring faster than turn 3. We'll keep any hand that can play the 1 ring. Pro tip. I'm gonna look at the deck. Omnath Empowerers. Let's take a look at that. Would you play diamonds or play both? I play both in Iron Man. In less than 3 colors, I would play diamonds. In higher than 3 colors, I would not play diamonds. The only diamond I could possibly fathom of playing is Sky Diamond, because blue is so hot. Like, I have a really old video called, I think it's like Pip Theory or something like that. And basically, you're designing your land base and mana, or casting cards around like how you expect to use your mana. So, for example, if your deck is like, let's say Boros, but majority of the interaction is mono white, you would want to play more white sources because you want to be able to leave white open, and like vice versa if it was the other way around, right? So because there's Swan Song, Dispel, Offer Can't Refuse, other mono blue cards that just need 1 blue, I would actually play a Sky Diamond in bracket 4, or like bracket 3, or like whatever bracket that's high color, because like the blue is so powerful. It's a big circuit how commander, but if the back can actually parse this card text, it does. It actually does. So the way I built the power analyzer is that I want to be able to proactively kind of calculate new cards coming out, because a lot of new cards come out, and I don't want to be dependent on Scryfall, like doing the O tags for every single card. So a big part of the analyzer is actually reading the text, and then applying a score to it. So that's why it's like a little funky here and there, but most of it. How does threshold work at the mana curve work? I'll explain that after I finish reviewing this deck, because we've been sitting here a little bit. Omnath Empowers. I mean, this is a great card. I love this card. Herd Heirloom is a really, really great card because it lets you draw cards. This one's interesting. I saw it earlier. This is played in Pauper, I believe. Protection, ramp. I think I know what I'm gonna say. Yep, here it is. There's 11 cards and mana value 7. I guess it doesn't matter as much because your commander adds, like, you don't get mana burn. If you don't get mana burn, that does change things. This is a really cool curve. I haven't seen a curve like this like in a while. Would you prefer playing diamonds over, let's say, no, diamonds like the last, like Signet Talisman first, and then diamond over Mirror and Ornithopter, because Mirror's like the creatures can be killed. Diamond generally does not get killed as easily. I forgot that this dude doesn't. What, so turn what do we do? What do we do here? We go turn 3, this turn 4, float turn 5. We have access to 6 mana 7. Haha, and then we play Virtue of Strength. This hand is slow. However, nope, still not good enough. This hand we go 3, float mana into Ornn Frostfang, and then we add. Alright, this changes it quite a bit. Okay, I know what to do. You have the, I was already saying that Sky Diamond's great with blue, especially since you. Yep, that's it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How much ramp do we have? 14. What are we missing here? Okay. I think the plan for this is we want Omnath out as soon as possible because we can start floating mana ASAP. In general, we want to be mana efficient and cast spells each turn. However, because Omnath can float mana, we can sometimes decide not to be efficient so we can play ahead of the table and play something big. This opens up 2 issues. If Omnath is removed in between, we lose our mana, and if our threat we took the turn to play is removed, we are extremely behind on tempo. So the way I envision this should work is we play as many dorks and ramp as we can to offset the issue of Omnath being killed and us being stuck with 3 lands and 7 drops in hand. Also, dorks are really good in this deck since you can just use them to add mana. Maybe add a Wilderness Wreck as well to flow a ton of mana. Let me just. Yeah, I think you're better off playing dorks. I would clamp down a little on the top end just so we don't overexpose ourselves to being blown out. I would design this deck first to see if we can power out Omnath, then rip a ton of cards. Then rip cards. Okay. Why am I finding that Omnath lists so light on ramping growth cards? I think the temp. Oh, wait a second. The mana dork's over here. I totally missed that. It just wasn't in the ramp thing. So that part we can just cut. Then rip cards and jam sets. I think like I didn't write this down, so just like remember it or come back into like the 3-hour mark of this video. But basically like I would design this deck like a control deck. Like a mono green, like big green control. If you like play 60 card, there are red control decks called Big Red. You can just look that up. But essentially, like we're playing a ramp deck, right? And Omnath can let us have very interesting ways of ramping and cheating stuff out. But you're like kind of focused on Omnath sticking there, right? So the less we can expose ourselves to that weakness by adding more ramp, which we already have a lot of, and being able to cast our spells, then we're not like so tied to it, right? But then the other issue is when if you jam all your dorks like quickly, then you just end up with nothing left in hand. So I would then like try and play cards like I can't think of it right now. Like some card that's like draw equal to power or something, or draw equal to number of creatures you have, like Garuk's something or whatever, to replenish, right? Because then if we can play like that, it doesn't really matter if your opponents like answer your stuff because you're just like ripping cards. So I would play like kind of like control deck, with Omnath opening up like how you can make him a Voltron commander or how he can float mana and do stuff. All right, let's jump to someone else's deck. You know what? The first one, okay. We did pool, we did that one. BYO win con. Here. Haven't I reviewed this deck before? I have not. Okay. Use the best pieces in play. Remove them from your opponents. It's build your own win con. This is my attempt at play. The greatest hits from my command deck. Control shell. One of the never felt the same clones. I'm so excited. This reads so cool. The plans to ramp Flicker Yard after engine. The first clones are value pieces. Wipe quick. Key cards. All right, I'm not gonna read all of them. Running is useless. Yep. Politics. Yep. Okay. Mirko is whenever you surveil at a +1/+1. At the beginning of your end step, you may return target creature card to powerless. It's a reanimation effect. Whenever you surveil, you make them bigger. And at the end step, you may reanimate something with power less than that. And clones are zeros. Neat. Why is this one a win con? Exile this, put a +1/+1. Each other creature. Oh, that's sick. That's so sick. All right, so this is a copy of everyone's stuff, right? This is what this deck is. Wait a second. Does Mesmeric Orb doesn't say surveil? Right? They didn't like errata that, right? Okay, just want to be clear. GP support. What is GP support? Staples. Twilight Diviner. When this enters surveil, the art's so nice. Lauren has such nice art. Whenever one or more creatures you can enter. If they enter a cast, oh, that card's so sick! I've never read this before. At the beginning of your end step, exile target, then return it. Then if it's a first end step, there's no. Oh, that's so sick too. Oh my god. Dragon Dance and Brewer has been a queue for a while. Yeah. I'll do that one. I will do that one right after this one. Okay. No, just feels like you guard fast. Okay. Herbie. At the beginning of your combat on your turn, if you cast a non-creature, that's actually really, really good here. I love Shredder. Okay, let's just take a look. Let's go through the hands. I know what's happening here. This is bracket 3. It's a Fierce Guardianship. All right, I'm sold. Milliken. Keep. Enters and begin. I'll keep surveil 1. Whoa, that's great. That's really good. This card's really sick. This deck has a lot of really sick cards. Um, that's also really sick. This is a good card too. Soul Shatter's great. I like playing more cards like this. It's really good on tempo. Or like, if I don't know how much mana you spend. Vohar is good. We'll roll this one though. How much lands is in this? 38. Okay, these are some rough hands. We know we like this card. We can power out Teferi's Ager's Insight. Is there anything else we can do? It's good enough. Cabal Coffers, Derange Assistant, Change of Plans. I would keep this, but it's not very good. I mean, you can always just default to hopefully milling into a clone and doing stuff. I do have the change of plans. What does this do? That's sick. That's really cool. That's really fun. Second time we've seen this card today. This card is really like causing some problems in our hands. Stargaze? Look at the top X. Put X card from among your hand rests into your... Oh, that's fun. I haven't seen that before. We have a scam card. I like that. This is a great card in here. I like a looter. All right. We kept 6 out of 10. What can I say about this? An Agatha's Soul Cauldron in this deck would go nuts. I have an idea. I know what I'm going to say. Let me double check. Okay. We're going to hit this button. It's a great deck. Okay. I would cut some of the higher mana values, stuff like Breach the Multiverse. What else are we cutting? Breach the Multiverse. And what else? Okay, I'm going to rewrite this. This deck is really well designed. It brings... It has a lot of efficient cards, card flow through looters, a ton of fun surveil effects, and some interesting synergies with Mirko. I think there's an opportunity to play even more into the idea of copying or stealing your opponent's win con. Via spell copying like Swing Cast or Narset's Reversal, etc., or theft effects. I think you could trim some of the higher mana value cards that might be hard to ram through because Mirko's already so good at cheating in clones. You don't really need that much mana. So by playing more efficient copy effects, you could open up more fun ways to create an interesting game. I think that's fair. The deck's pretty good. Why is my keyboard so much louder than my mic? Is because we talk through the deck, and I have to talk through me typing. We'll hit the submit review. Yeah. So long story short, deck's good. I think it'd be more fun if you also copy spells. Okay, we're doing dragon something, right? Lulu? Dragon dance. Have I reviewed this before? I have not. Okay. Ashling rummages through your entire deck quickly with the help of ramp and card draw. Cast your win con from hand, yard, or exile. What does she do? You don't lose unspent. Oh, it's just like Omnath. It'll be fun. Like a Pride Commander Ashling Omnath. Whenever you cast or copy an instant sorcery spell, discard a card. Okay, then draw a card. No way. It's just like a straight up loot. Like whenever you cast instant sorcery card, you just rip a card. All right. I mean, it's a loot effect. If this is a second time has happened, she deals 2 to each opponent and each creature they control. That's wild. Third time, add 4 red. The Lord just needed to give her blue, and she will be the sickest commander of like the universe. Red's pretty good, but if I could access to Curiosity on her, man, she'd be so sick. Oh my god, it's a Dragon Approach deck. Wait a second. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, you deal 3, you might exile Dragon 4, and you treat a dragon in. I think I'm sold. Conceptually, I think I am sold. There's a Hexing Sculpture. Oh my god, is it Reverberate? You know, I know she doesn't need it, but I want it. I don't think you need this. Oh, wait a second. Cast up to 2. Okay, I think you do. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. This is bracket 4. All right, hold up, bracket 4. We're keeping this hand off the Hexing Sculpture. This one, the Graves is good. It's a little slow. I think is the first 7 I would mull this. Electra sick. Basilisk Collar. That's nice. Steal the Show. Interesting. Oh, that's kind of fun. I would mull this one. J-Will. This one's a keep off J-Will. I was wondering where this was going to come. You know, why don't we make a Ryel Dragon's Approach deck? That'd be really cool. Maybe I'll figure that later. Cool but rude. Whenever you attack, you may discard. Whenever you discard a card, that's great. Yeah, this whole deck is like mulligan to Ruby Medallion. This one's quite good here as well. You choose instant, and then you're good here. The issue is I would cut this. The issue is there a way you can fetch a basic? Getting Ashling out fast. God, this hand's great. He's not like phenomenal, but he'll do the work. This one's a little slow. Okay, we're 6 out of 10. Take a look at the deck. You did miss me doing a mutate deck. You were the one who had the Mardu Mutate deck. Let's take a look at this. Okay, is the reason why we don't play Chromox here for budget reasons? Is there a Rite of Flame? There's no Rite of Flame. Is there? Okay. I'm just reading through the whole list first before I keep talking. Thrumming Stone, that's so funny. Wait, what dragons are we staking? There's an Underworld Breach? That's really funny. What's our dragon? Is there no dragons? Wait, is there actually just no dragons in here? Is there something else to Dragon's Approach that I missed? We need a dragon. We need like we need some dragons. We need like at least 2 dragons. The dragon wizard. This is truly dragonless behavior. It's here for Locket and Thrumming Burn to win. Oh, I see. Do we have artist talent? I don't think we do. Okay. Let me think. Okay, I got it. So we need to be able to play Ashling faster. A lot of hands are able to set up quite quickly, but Ashling costs 4, and sometimes we are shy of that. A lot of our best hands are Soaring plus Mountain plus Colorless, and that's coming up short. Especially if casting Dragon's Approach is a thing we're doing. We're going to want a lot. Red pips. I would play this as close as Rousey Storm as possible and jam a defense grid. Is there a gamble in here? Caldera Pyremaw? And jam a defense grid. I would also consider playing clone effects, like Twin Flame, etc., to reset Ashling to keep adding mana. Bergie would go nuts. Is Stormkill Artist in here? It is. Is Bergie in here? Did I miss Bergie? I did not miss Bergie. Bergie is not in here. I might. Oh, hi, Rose Knight. Did the fix work? Wait, Bergie would go nuts. Conqueror's Flail would be good for the silence. I would just cut the fat at the 4 plus mana value range and make this faster. So, this deck's like quite good. I think this deck's quite good. I think it's running into the issue of like if you play a Storm deck, you're very incentivized to build it really close to like a CH deck, and then find ways to like not win like a CH deck because it's like not as fun in bracket 4. I think so. That's why I think playing more rituals is good, and actually playing straight up dragons like 1 or 2 would be fun, just so you can have a dragon to pivot into instead of just doing Therming Stone every single time. But if your goal is to play Therming Stone and like that kind of or spell Weaver Helix every time, I would just put silence effects and cut like the Invoke Calamity, cut the I don't know what this card is. Does it say win the game? No, it doesn't. It needs to attack. I would cut this. I would cut what else? Nahab's interesting. I would cut Chandra here. I would cut the Rousing Refrain. Oh no, actually no, that's kind of fine. No, I'll play a cheaper one. We're trying to get to what's her face faster. So I think that's what I would do. I would make this more efficient of a storm deck, and then I would add like 2 or 3 dragons as a pivot. Just in case you want to, like, the game gets weird, someone throws a rule of law down, and then, like, I don't know, or like a deafening silence, and then you go like, like, what's it called? The 3-mana ramp spell into like a dragon. You know, there's actually a storm like dragon that's also really sick, so I would also consider that. Cool. Okay. Very cool, close to being a really cool deck though. This is a cool commander. I think someone else is in the queue. I mean, there's a lot of people in the queue. There is someone who wanted. We did BYO. We did the dragon. We did Pool's deck. All right. I think I'm good on the viewer one, so let's just keep going over here. Is your wait, what deck is yours? Did you put one? Did you submit one? I'm gonna review this while you respond. Okay. This costs 1 less to cast for each land card in your graveyard. Whenever enters the battlefield or attacks, you may sacrifice a land. Yep. So you do want to do self-mill. You want to play this to rip cards, and then when a desert is put into, you make a guy. Wait, didn't I do yours? 5th? Oh, Chungus the third. All right, Chungus the third next, and then Zinnia's mama's daycare. None of these words are in the Bible. Mulligan this. I should read the cards though. Let's see what fun cards there are. Devour land. That's really fun. That's really, Galactus should have had Devour land. That would have been sick. You can literally devour a planet. I wonder if I could do that. Undergrowth Recon. That's fun. That's actually a really cool card. Sand Scout. Okay. Waves of Aggression. Interesting. Tato Farmer. Get it? Tatos. Enters, you may get 2 rad counters. Wait a second. Whenever. Oh, because you want a self-mill. Put a target land card in a graveyard that was milled this turn. Oh, that's actually kind of sick. Wall Shaper is good. Sacrifice X. This is like a thing. Got it. Bracket 3. It's a weak keep. There's a mole. Man, these hands are brutal. What is this? What is this? I guess we could play this and turn 4 start doing stuff. It's like so slow. What is this? Lands you control are deserts. That's fun. I mean, like, I guess I'll keep this because this is just the pace of this deck. I think that's the #1 problem so far. It's like super duper slow. This is the closest thing to being something faster because of the Aftermath Analyst and then the loot. This is a fun card. On Wings of Gold. That's fun. Wreck and Rebuild. This deck is really slow. Okay. This is a bug, but my shot is like so that as in the queue despite no longer being a patron. being in the revised tier. Oh, I think I'll look at that later in a sec. Mill your lands, bring back your deserts. So the problem, unless I looked at it wrong, most of our hands were really, really, really slow. I guess the one Aftermath Analyst hand was good. Right? Did I keep that one? I did. Payoff, Reanimator, Ramp. I mean, I just kind of want to play some rocks and dorks. Like, I think that's what a. Yeah, I'll just say that. Is there anything else we could do to discard cards? Well, don't have to figure that out. Yeah, that's so true. Actually, mulch and also what's that card called? Malevolent Rumble, right? Oh, it is right here. That's really funny. Okay, never mind. I think this deck's first priority is to improve its pace, play faster. Does not have a way to quickly start self-milling. Doesn't do anything until turn 3, which is pretty slow even for bracket 3. I would probably cut one land for a rock and cut some of the high mana value cards like Descend Upon. What's that card called? Sinful for more rocks, so you can actually play faster. You could also play. Is Exploration in here? No. There's an Exploration-like effect. But you need to act. Don't you need to station this? You do. I would also play Exploration. Crucible effects to start ripping lands faster. I would look into how mono green landfall plays some cards in standard. I think you could find some useful tools there as well. But that should be your first priority. Refine the deck until it can cast Yuma or threats. Boom. All right. We are looking at, we said Chungus, because I was thinking about words that are not in the Bible, and is this one. This card's like really cool. I remember a friend of mine built this. Other creatures you control have haste, and everything has warp 3. Is this gonna be a messed up deck? Probably. Great hand. Sort of. Like we're low on threats. If we don't draw any threats, this hand really sucks. But because we can play our commander faster, I'm anticipating we're gonna rip something. So I'm gonna keep this. Sneak attack, fun. This is fun. What's this? Does warp count as casting it? No way, no way. This is an old one? Huh. Well, do you wanna... I know the system doesn't keep records of what the old version is, because there's no version control. So warp is cast, right? Yeah, this card's sick. Mulligan, bye. What's this one? It's on top X, where X is number of Warrior Raider. You may play it until your end step. What does this do? Sacrifice armor, discard a card, and rip 2. Slow. Oh, is it like not this one? Should I not be looking at this one? Well, I'm gonna finish looking at this one because it's on my queue. This is a fun card. But it can't activate. Oh, because warp is a casting. It's an alternate casting cost. This hand's awkward. What was Maelstrom? That's fun. That's really fun. This is a good card in this deck. I don't know if you guys like can notice that I generally just do not keep hands that has no acceleration. This has acceleration. This hand's sick. When this enters, you make gnome creatures. That's fun. Maelstrom, Colossus, Portcullis. Whenever any creature comes into play, if there are 2 or more, set that creature if it leaves play. Oh wow, that's really cool. Real hard cheat stuff, right? Yeah. This can cast our guy fast. No, it doesn't. Ilhard's almost good enough. You have to spend this on turn 2. You don't have to, but I don't know. We're doing nothing for 2 turns. I guess it's fine. This is a mull. This is a good card to have here. There's something off about... Yeah. There's... Does Ruby Medallion do the same thing? It does. It's red spells. There's something off about this deck. Like the pace of it. I'm trying to figure it out right now. I think Geosurge is sick. But it might be too expensive. You might want... Do we have Seething Song? You might want Seething Song. What else? Desperate Ritual. I don't know if it's because I'm gassed. Let me just like try this out real quick. Because it's like next that's a sick card. This deck just like doesn't do anything for like a very long time. Like we go here, then turn 3 we play. If we play this and they kill it, like we're in trouble. So if we choose not to play it, then we don't. I guess we go Felden first, and then next turn draw. Play this. I guess it depends how cowardly do we want to play, but like let's see what happens on our next turn. Draw. I guess having this as a backup is good, and then we go Desperate Ritual into cheating a Hairgast. And then we'll rip 3. And then after it dies, we can do Felden. I guess it's not that bad. I guess we don't have to make that many big cheats. There's just something about this deck's pace. It's like very, very strange to me. I can't immediately read it. I think it's just really slow. I think it's just if you don't have acceleration, you're just really your hands are just gummed up with stuff. Like we play this and pray to the Lord, to the good Lord, that no one kills our stuff. If it kills it, what happens? We go here. then we don't do anything, and then next turn we go here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We play Clive and draw. No, this is B3. So I think it's generally fine. I think it just needs lower mana value ramp is the issue. I think it's kind of the same problem as the Omnath deck we saw earlier, where if we pull this up and look at the mana value, yeah, this is like probably too chunky at the 7. I would probably just trim some of it a little lower so that let me think. Yeah, I think I know what to do. Okay. We definitely need more ramp. We need more efficient ramp so we can play our commander or other threats faster. And I think we need to trim some of our higher cards at the 6, 7 range to be closer to 5. This allows it so even if we lose our commander, we can hard cast more of our stuff. But the point of this deck is we have the upside of cheating something out. So I would try to reserve anything you cheat to something that can fundamentally change, greatly improve our position immediately. I think the Thunderhawk's kind of bad. The Molten Primordial might be kind of sick, but also maybe kind of bad. Cityscape Leveler is actually kind of bad. I cut him out of the Tony Stark deck. I only kept it because it was recorded in the deck tag. I might cut the Idol. I guess he has 6/12 trample. 10 range on Sandstone. Oh, that's great. Stuff that doesn't really improve our board state. Immediately beyond some damage is Tasigur. I don't know if this makes sense, but basically, like, the short answer that I can give, or what's causing this deck to feel weird, yeah, like that kind of work, like, is the same thing. It's basically like we want to be able to play faster, right? So I think Geosurge is like the wrong mana value. I think we just need more like Mind Stones and stuff. We don't need that much more mana because like generally we're not able to warp that many things in, right? So there's two ways this deck could go. Either we can like cheat this in and warp a lot of stuff in one go, but we just don't have like the deck to provide that. So then in that case, Tanuk is just cheating 1 or 2 things in. And if we're cheating in 1 or 2 things for one turn, I would make it as high impact as possible, and then build towards the fail case of if we don't have our commander, if our commander gets removed, then we can cast the other stuff and just play like a good red deck. Is how I would do it. Okay. I'm gonna do the cheese kings first, and then we'll jump back to the other one. Family Matters. Is it this one? Zinnia Family Matters. Zinnia's Robot Daycare. Is it Zinnia's Robot Army? I think that's the one. Okay. What is this? Bracket 3. Creature spells, you have offspring 2. Okay. And then got it. I think this has to be my last deck or like deck review because I am super gassed. I can barely read this. We're barely read these precon cards. Okay, let's get to this one. Okay. So you get to have offspring, and then she gets bigger. The main point is you get offspring. This card's a fun card. I have this in Tony. Whenever one or more artifacts tokens will be created. Oh, you make. I see. Semblance Anvil, we put an artifact in there, and then everything costs 2 less. I should probably play Semblance Anvil and Tony as well. There's too much stuff to play. But enough about Tony. I think this hand is fine. Yeah, it's playable. Let's see more of this deck first. This hand's great. I see rocks, I see lands, I see spells. I'm happy. This is going to be interesting. We'll see how that goes. Joyra has been very interesting in Tony because she can't be reduced, and the fact that she comes in after 4 generally means we don't have that many artifacts afterwards to play, unless if it's like an artifact storm deck. So you use the offspring cost and the mana reducer from artifact to be able to afford the offspring cost. Interesting. What's this? Bullseye. So what is Zinnia doing here? Just aside from cloning her, like, it's just here to clone your robots? And this is a keep. We can do stuff. This is a fun card. I always like this card. This is also a keep. We can do stuff. We have a fact or fiction to follow up. This is gonna be hard to cast. I would just cut that. Boros Charm I like. Seal Overseer is great. Great especially in copy it. Lands and spells. What is this? Whenever you cast an artifact, put charge counter. This gets +1/+, so I would probably not play this card. This is also... I'm starting to feel like the J-Will is kind of off. The vibes are off on J-Will. Zinnia is 3. We go up, we rip a land, we play Psy. We have no artifacts, but we can probably play Zinnia first and play something else afterwards. Yeah, that's fine. Sword Cry's great. This hand is nuts. Too bad Zinnia is not an artifact, but we keep this. What is this? West Stalker Ardent. This looks like such a cool card. We're going to read this. Whenever another artifact deals 1 each opponent. Shuri. This is basically just Tony. I mean, we keep it. Like, we always keep hands like this. This card's so good. This card is, I want to buy this so bad. It's such a good card. The really bizarre thing about what's happening here is that I am keeping all these hands, but I am not like I just like don't care about Zinnia. Like, the hand is just good. And it makes me wonder, like, if Zinnia was literally anything that interacts with artifacts, like, those hands would be even better. I think since you have lots of doublers and with Panharmonicon, you can easily do 40 ping damage in a turn. This is bracket. This is what, bracket 3? Welcome to the daycare. As a B3, uses offspring and artifact forward. I see. I'm reading the deck list right now. I don't want to say switch to commander because we're not about that. I think there's something cool we could do. I just need to read through everything. Other non-token creatures you have: fabricate 1. Yep, populate 6. If you switch your commander with this, I like that would instantly make this deck like way better. But Zinnia is funny, so we're gonna keep Zinnia. How do we do this? Okay. So I'm just gonna talk through like kind of what I'm thinking because this one's actually kind of hard to solve when my brain's like really gassed now. I think the problem I'm gonna walk this through in the goldfish tool, our wonderful goldfish tool that I've fixed. Is this is a great like this is a decent artifact hand, right? Let's rip another hand. I'm trying to find like another like let's look at this one, right? Fantastic hand. We're gonna draw, and then we'll turn to go here, play enthusiast. Great, love that. Draw. Play this. 1, 2, 3. We'll play Zinnia. 1, 2. This actually might prove the opposite point now. And we play this. Make a copy. Wow, look at the copy effect. And then let's use our other feature. I thought I had. Oh, it's over here. Create token. Wow, how convenient. Okay, that's actually kind of sick. Mill 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Curious. Try another hand. Yeah, the token stuff is very helpful. This hand's not keepable. I'm trying to prove a point. I'm not trying to force a point. The point I'm trying to prove, this is a good example of this, is in most cases I keep this hand. Maybe it's this way. Is that okay? Well, actually, did I play a land this turn? I should play this one. We basically don't do anything, and like we're heavily incentivized to play our creatures after Zinnia like is in play, which sometimes is very awkward. Like, I guess we could warp this. No, we play this first and make a copy, so that we have more mana, and then draw, and then play this. It just might be mana for days. And then we go here. Oh, actually, don't be silly. I have to reverse this thing. We could do a lot of damage, and then what do? The next turn, rip. We draw 5. You can't. You may choose. You may. Oh my god! It's just draw 5. Maybe Maybe this is fine. I just think there's something kind of awkward about the timing of how we cast our spells. But maybe if it's just like we just play like here, right? This one, you just want to play this early, but you can't get doubles of this. I'm trying to think through how we like solve this. Maybe we just keep mulliganing until like the hand is really good to see what like the good case is. Go henge, go here, and draw. I mean, we're gonna play Shorakai for sure. Always play Shorakai. And then we're kind of stuck here. So maybe we go here and then make a copy. And then token copy. Oh, use. Oh, that doesn't crew. It just does that. I think this deck played best when we just copied the dorks and then did big mana things. I think the deal 1 stuff is a little less good. It's really hard to storm off that way. I think it's fine that the deck is a little slow because we're in bracket 3. It's just like I'm trying to figure out how to make the Zinnia as good as possible. Because right now your deck is just like a good artifact deck, which is good. But I think there has to be something we can do that's better. And maybe this is why we need the reducers. Because right now this is just like, you know, like we didn't even need to play Zinnia here. And this is nuts. We can do this, make a copy, and then make 2 constructs. I think reducing the mana value of stuff is going to be helpful. Like the 3 feels really comfortable. It feels very achievable to do. Anything past 3 starts to become really difficult to cast. I think Urza's obviously very good. Maybe not this one. Exalted Sunborn's probably nuts. I think anything with Warp is probably nuts with Zinnia. I would probably not play Mirror Battlesphere, even though it's nuts. This card I probably cut as well. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you make a 1/1, or you create. That's pretty cool too. I think this stuff is also just not as impressive. I don't know. Like I feel like everything else is like, you make a go wide artifacts deck with Zinnia is like kind of neat. And the fact that like Brutaclad can then copy like whatever thing you make is like pretty cool. Let's take a look at the card, the template. I think Jorah should get cut. Jorah just does not fit. Like Mr. Fantastic would be better, I think. Mr. Fantastic would draw you more cards. Aside from that, what else? I don't know, this deck's like really weird. Right? Like, this hand's fine. It's like very good. We're gonna play Synthesizer, right? And then draw. Play this, play Zinnia. Because next turn we can go Zinnia, copy, and then play land. And things cost 2 less. And then we draw. And then we make copies of Enthusiastic Mechanaut. Actually, no. That's silly. It would have to be... It costs 2 less. So boom boom over here. Right? Or we're choked on white. If we had one more white source, if we pretend we have a white source, then we can make copies of the constructs. So, okay. I think we spend enough time on this deck. I think I know what's happening. Let me try and like write my thoughts down. I would prioritize this deck as a tokens deck first. That happens to be an artifact set. A lot of the best cards we have are token copying effects or populate effects. And being able to use Zinnia to copy big artifact cards is pretty neat. However, single artifact synergies like Redeem, Dora, etc. might be too clunky. I would rather we just play more token synergy or generic ramp or card draw to raise exactly synergize with the cards with the deck. Play more warp in general. Warp is one of the best things we can do, Zinnia. I think that is pretty much the case. Does that feedback make sense? Like, I have an idea. I would focus on trying to build this deck where you can mulligan consistently into a strong Zinnia into follow-up 2 turns before working out what to do with the robots. So here's like a trick or like a thing that I always tell people. When something doesn't work or something's kind of clunky, I would dedicate like all resources to try to fix like the biggest problem, right? So right now, I think we are kind of there with Zinnia. Like there were some hands we saw from our mulligans where Zinnia is actually kind of sick, but there's a lot of hands like this one that I have right now that's like very meh, right? So the first bar we have to clear is try to make our hands as consistently good as Zinnia. It doesn't have to be fast. It just has to be like, oh, we have an actual plan of Zinnia into blank. That's a game, right? And right now we don't have that. So I would focus on that first. And that might involve not playing so synergistic with the artifacts. Just involve being like, what's a cool thing that Zinnia can do that's going to be good, right? It could be just warping in a Riddler and copying a Riddler, right? I know Riddler is expensive. It doesn't have to be literally Riddler, but like maybe Halia, right? Maybe playing the other angel that finds a planes that gives us more lands to do things, right? And once we get Zinnia into a place where like, all right, Zinnia's doing Zinnia things, now let's start to tune it a bit. We're like, okay, let's put back more in artifacts. How is that working, right? So then you can merge those two things together. Because right now I think it's very difficult to try to solve for how do we make Zinnia a robot deck when the Zinnia part is like not really pulling its weight as much as consistently. I think that's like where I'll leave the review. So I think we got through like a big chunk. I think like 2 or 3 more. I think these are all very fresh. So if I could knock out like probably another 30 more, then I think we'd be good. All right, I'm gonna take a break. I can't review anymore. Thanks everyone for supporting and watching, and I promise, it will be a lot faster in the future. Okay.